Hello everybody, today I'm bringing you a review of the very first set of wireless earbuds that I own. And I did purchase this with my own money. They are from a company called Earfun, and they are called the Earfun Free. This is the box that it comes in. And pretty much that's the case that you get. And yes, they're inside the case. But right now, let's just get you down to the desktop so I can give you a little bit of a closer look at the earbuds and the case. So this is the case that the Earfun Frees come in, and you can already tell they got their name stamped into the lid of the case. On the front, there's 4 little LEDs, so as soon as you open up the lid, it'll tell you how much charge is in there, or even if you close it, the lights will come on. And on the back is the charging port. And yes, that is a USB Type-C. And yes, they do give you a cable inside the box. Now once you open them up, you see this little red light? That means it's charging. And it'll flash like that. And then it'll go off once it's fully charged. But once you actually take them out of the case, if you see the blue light already, they automatically turn on and go into pairing mode. But if you already paired this to your device, as long as your Bluetooth is turned on your device, this will automatically connect to that device. On the bottom of the case, you can see the 3 little connectors, which will match up to those little 3 dots. And there is a pretty good strong magnet on the inside that'll pull these on in and keep them there. See, that keeps them pretty nice and tight on the inside here. The other really cool thing about this case is it does have an internal battery, and you can get 4 additional charges out of this case. So once you charge these up and you deplete the battery, you put these earbuds back in 4 more times and you'll charge up these earbuds 4 more times. Okay, now that you had a little bit of a closer look at the earbuds themselves, let's get a little bit more into the specifics or specifications. They are running Bluetooth version 5.0, so yes, as of right now, the most updated version of it. They do have a waterproof rating of IPX7. They do use 6mm drivers as well. And not only do you use the USB Type-C charging cable or the port in the back, but the case itself is Qi wireless charging compatible. So if you got one of those Qi wireless chargers at home, all you got to do is set this case right on top and you're charging, and away you go. The Earfun and these use the AAC codec, or codicy, however you want to pronounce it. And it does work on a wide variety of devices. I have a Google Nexus 7 tablet, Apple iPod Touch 5, a Microsoft phone, the Lumia 640, and I do have the Samsung Galaxy S7. And these earbuds were able to easily connect to every single device. I have had no problems with dropouts or bad connections or anything. It was a very strong signal, very enjoyable listening experience on all of those devices, so don't worry about that. The earbuds themselves run for 6 hours. Now that's just the earbuds. You get a runtime of 6 hours. But with that 6 hours, I would say that's more or less like at the 50 to 60% volume. When I use these, like almost everything I have, whether it be a headphone or other earbuds or anything, I'd like to listen to my music from 70 to 75%. I got 5.5 hours at that percentage of volume, 70 to 75%. So at a lower volume, 50 to 60, no doubt in my mind, you will get those 6 hours out of it. And it only takes an hour and a half to recharge these earbuds. So once it comes time to charge your earbuds, you pop them out, stick them in, let the magnet on the inside do its work, and in an hour and a half, boom, they're charged up, ready to go. And yes, that is true. True time rating on that. I've discharged these and charged them up around 8 or 9 times now in all of my testings. And yeah, it takes about an hour and a half for these earbuds to get charged up. You also, the case has its own internal battery, and that gives you up to 4 charges in in this little case. So what do I mean by that? Well, you listen to them, pop them in, listen to them. They go down, time to recharge, you pop it back in. You can do that 4 more times. So you got technically up to 24 hours charge time just from using the battery inside the case. And that is pretty awesome. Call quality. On the inside, these work great. Nice and clear. Person on the other end can hear you. You can hear them. No problems. Problem is when you go outside. There's only one microphone, and that's in the right earbud. And when you're talking outside, since the microphone is really kind of struggling to single out your voice and cut out everything else. So essentially, you kind of sound like you're talking through a pipe with a whole bunch of other noise being thrown in at the same time. So don't be surprised if someone goes, "What? Can you repeat that? Are you there?" And like I said, probably because it's only one microphone, which is on the right earbud. If Earfun put a microphone on the left earbud and tied them together for stereo microphones, I bet that would solve that problem in a heartbeat. Speaking about just the right earbud, well, if you want to listen to these in mono mode, what do I mean by that? You only want to use one earbud to listen to music and keep your other ear free to listen to what's going on around you. You can only use the right earbud. These are not true mono mode earbuds. Strictly either both of them or just the right earbud. That's it. Now, finally, we're getting to sound quality. The bass is very deep, warm, and rich. It's not muddy at all. It's very clean. I mean, you can really hear the bass, not just the bass guitar, but like the bass drum, so, and some of the other samplings of bass in there. It's really nice, deep, and rich. The mid-range punches through the mix. It is very crystal clear. And the high end, it's very crisp and sharp. But it will not hurt your ears, and it doesn't sound tinny, especially when you were to crank up the volume all the way. To be honest with you, I think the mid-range is what ties the whole sound together. It keeps the bass from being muddy, but keeps it nice, deep, and rich. And it keeps the high end very subdued, so it's not going to sound tinny and hurt your ears. So overall, the sound in these is very well rounded, very deep, and very rich. You will not be disappointed in the sound you get out of these. Now, getting to volume, I noticed with all my devices, there is a difference in volume. The loudest volume I got by far is my Samsung Galaxy S7. The quietest device I had was my Nexus 7 tablet. And it kind of went up from there. So it was like in order of volume was my Nexus 7, my iPod Touch, my 640 phone, and then my Samsung Galaxy S7. That had to have been the loudest volume that I was able to get out of all those devices. Sound does play a little bit of a difference too. Being that my tablet is from 2013, and it being a tablet, it doesn't have the best sound in it anyway. Everything kind of sounded, for lack of a better word, sterile. It was nothing special. I can hear It's good enough for me to listen to a podcast or watch some YouTube videos or even a movie on. That was it. Would I want to listen to music off of my tablet? No, because, well, let's just face it, that device never really had all that great sound to it anyway. My Apple iPod Touch 5, that was a little lacking. In my opinion, that device is lacking in the lower end. So everything that I got when I was listening to music was more high-end and mid-range out of my iPod. Things got a lot better with my Microsoft phone, believe it or not. With my Microsoft phone, everything was a lot warmer, a lot deeper and richer. But by far the best sound I do got so far is my Samsung Galaxy S7. So whenever it doesn't matter if you buy these or any other type of headphones or earbuds, whatever, your device does have its own sound quality to it, its own sound signature. So if you're listening to it and say, oh, it's crap, well, you know what? Sometimes it could actually be your device or actually whatever you're listening to, you know, whether it be an MP3 or video or something. It could be that, not necessarily these. Try these. If you get these, try them on a couple different devices and see which one sounds better. And that goes for whatever headphones or earphones, whatever you have now. Trust me, listen to a couple different devices and you'll notice sometimes it's subtle, sometimes it's a lot. You'll hear a little bit of a difference, not just in tone and sound quality, but in volume as well. So overall, these Earfun free wireless earbuds are only $50 right now at the time of me filming this video. And everything that they packed inside these little earbuds is just fantastic for the price. And the last thing I'd like to touch on with these is with a lot of the other earbuds and earphones I've had before and I reviewed, I never was really able to have them stay in my ears. Just by simply turning my head like this, one of them would always come loose or fall out. When I'm walking, running, or even if I shake my head a lot like that, one of them would always come loose and fall out. These have stayed in no matter what I did. Whether I'm bending down, whether I'm doing some work on the house, like when I had to repair my gutters, damn squirrels, or typical yard work, just going on about doing my daily stuff, these never fell out or even came loose. With some of the previous earbuds and earphones I had, I actually had to go out and buy some of those memory foam ear tips so they would stay in my ears. These, I have no problems with staying inside my ears. So if you're like me and you always had trouble with one at least coming loose, give these a shot. You will not be disappointed. I highly recommend these for you to get. They sound great. You're getting a lot of good features out of this, especially for $50. So go out and get yourself a pair of these today. And if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to my channel. Please give this video a thumbs up if you happen to like it. Even if you don't like it, give it that thumbs down. Why not? I don't want you to feel left out. Please leave a comment down below and please share this video on all of your social media sites. And until the next video, you have a fantastic day.